Hey, so I just wanted to come here and then talk about a bit what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks. Obviously, I haven't uploaded since I signed a new client, and it's kind of like a growth operating client, which is super exciting because we've been working on the offer for about a week now, and I'm slowly focusing on the content and on the marketing side of things. I had to create a wait list. I've laid out all the emails, all the story sequences, and all the posts right in front of us, so we know exactly what we need to work on until the launch. And so the launch is happening in 2 weeks from now. The reason why it's so exciting is because it's a high ticket offer, and we're expecting to get at least 20K cash collected, but obviously I'm aiming for more. I'm thinking we collect about 50K. He has I'd say solid audience of 2.5K people that are somewhat, engaging with this content, but we need to, pump up those numbers. But with that solid foundation, we can definitely start collecting some clients and start collecting some cash. Yeah, what's really cool about that is this is literally a proof of concept of this business model that I'm running, which is sort of like a info product agency thing. And I'm not so focused on getting new clients at all. I'm just focusing on this particular one, and also have 2 more clients, which are on the other kind of offer. And also have my other info product, which is a community, and there's a lot that needs to be done in order to revive that because, my partner, who is actually no longer my partner on the offer. So this is the thing that I'm focusing on by myself. Yeah, we need to talk about like what are we going to do about that, and what is going to be the approach for that community? Because I think it's still a pretty cool concept. We just didn't have enough time to put into that because he has different kind of projects, and I also have, my stuff. And so fulfillment, quite frankly, is pretty easy. This launch thing is just, I just have to wait. To be honest, like I've been at this table thinking for the past like 30 minutes about like content and stuff and what's going to happen when we launch. I'm trying to not overthink it, but to be fair, this is my first ever launch with this kind of stuff. Not really. First launch was at our Kickstarter, which wasn't that successful, but I learned a lot of things from that because the launch was a complete failure. And so I just had to figure it out, like, how can I make this work? Now that we're building another launch and we're building up a proper hype, there's a plan behind everything that we do. We just have to focus on the product. Product is half finished, but until the launch, we'll have it ready. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm working on now. Also, I'm making some SOPs for another client. I'm kind of like a YouTube strategic partner, but I don't, have my own team to take care of his fulfillment. I'm able to hire somebody, but not that I choose not to, but he does have a team of his own because he runs, I say, similar kind of agency that I had before. He has a big talent pool of video editors. So I'm just trying to figure out like the fulfillment side of things again and automate the fulfillment, quite honestly. Systemize all the processes so I don't have to think about that in the future, because editors are still going to be a big component of my business because, I'll be handling the entirety of the funnel. And now that I'm working on this offer for this client and we're expecting this big launch, I'm literally doing everything. So handling the entire funnel, essentially. Content, landing pages, building out wait list, making copy, and then, handling the conversions in the end. Now, since this is an offer surrounded around like high ticket sales, he will be the person that is going to attend these calls with these people, closing them. Eventually we'll have somebody else, but that really depends on the scale. What's really cool about this is he's going to be the one handling the calls. He's going to be closing people and then getting them into the program. But not only that, but we can get a lot of content from that, because you've probably seen like role play calls from salespeople on the IG, and a lot of them are fake. But if we can actually get people on the call and then try to close them, but position the camera like in the angle so it can record the entire conversation, that'd be fucking insane, because his sales skills will then get to show up, and then we can put it in this continuous cycle of closing more deals, but then using that type of content to promote his own skill, and then leverage that to get more clients or more prospects on the call. So pretty sick. It's a big process of, taking care of all of that, but I'm really happy about it, honestly, because, I'm currently in the weeds and I get to work on the entirety of his funnel, and I need to figure a lot of things out. And because I want to turn this into a big business, like a marketing holdco of some kind, which is essentially a company that holds other people's companies, but I would be just partially have somebody's digital products, info products, and then help them scale that. I get to learn a lot from this launch, right? Because I'm putting it into practice. I'm actually out there and then making a product alongside, of course, the business owner, because, I just don't have that kind of expertise as he does, but I know my own stuff. I know how to set up the curriculums, how to set up the programs, what type of calls should he host, and then all the type of workflows that he needs in order to run this at scale as well, and then hiring different coaches and then getting him out of the way, and so he can run it as a regular company. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. There's honestly a lot of stuff that I can talk about, especially now because my brain is literally ADHD. It's all over the place. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, I know this was a short one, but yeah, for the past 2 weeks, I've been just working on this new program with a client, and that's kind of it. Honestly, I feel like I'm starting from scratch, but now I'm starting to realize my value, how good I actually am when it comes to like one side of that funnel, which is content. But I just need to figure out the rest. And then I guess everything else will just fall into place and I'll make it work. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys. I'll try and see if I can make a video next week. But yeah, that's it.